It's not that I'm not going to be involved, but more than anything, I want them to have a sense that they have a way to handle this. All right? That's my ultimate goal. I will not give up if it continues. So we're just going to assume that we're equipping you to handle this. So the child comes home and says, I'm your mom.
I'll give it real.
All right.
Mom, they've been making fun of me at school and calling me big butt. And then they're pushing me in line too. What do I do?
Wow.
Bloody your nose.
Yeah. Wow, what a bummer. That is tough to live with that, isn't it, buddy? What do you think you can do? Now sometimes, I want to say this, sometimes kids will have options of their own. And so really, they don't say this here, but it's like you've come to a crossroads now.
Can I just interject just for a moment?
Absolutely.
Because this just happened to me probably about 3 weeks ago.
I want you to know they called my husband Big Buck. I'm just saying. That you can't wait to meet him. That was just a teaser.
But the other thing is I've had other names like that,
Mm-hmm.
but it's a different thing than ugly or fat.
Right.
But when they pushed him in line, this happened to Tristan.
Mm-hmm.
My first response was this: Daddy's gonna tell you how to punch somebody in the stomach if they don't stop. And
Kristen didn't like that.
she didn't like that idea. That's why I wanted to be real. I wanted to be real. So
That's
this,
right.
we're being vulnerable now.
Yes, we are.
I'm sharing the
Fair enough,
vulnerability.
but that's why I said that. Okay, when I first
But I wanted to punch him in the. I want you to teach him how to punch him in the stomach because eventually, once you get a kid, little kids, they don't like that.
Yeah.
So that's why I brought it.
Nor does the principal, can I just say.
So I brought that out for you to deal
Thank
with
you.
both of those
Well,
issues.
you know what,
There's two
I
issues
want
there.
you, okay, so first time through, you be the kid with some ideas. All right? And be honest and be real, and I'm gonna try and be the
So
real
this-
honest parent.
This is
So,
what happened.
okay, so-
Mom, I told the principal, I told the teacher, and it keeps happening.
wow, so you've tried telling someone and that didn't seem to work?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm wondering what else you think you can do.
Punch him in something like that, he said.
Yeah, and how will that work for you?
Well, I'll probably get in trouble by the other teachers.
Okay,
That's
and
what
how
you
would
do.
that work for you?
That would be good.
That wouldn't work for you. Okay, so that's definitely an option though. What else can you think of? What else do you think you can do?
I'll tell the teacher.
Just continue to be persistent in telling them? Okay, how will that work?
Well, she hasn't listened this far, I don't know.
Okay, all right, anything else you can think of? You don't have to always come
I
up.
could walk away.
So how would that work for you?
Well, then I wouldn't be around him.
All right, how would that work then?
It's better.
Okay, I want to interject here. Have any of you seen 42? The movie
She didn't
42?
with
Jackie Robinson?
Yeah.
I wanna see it.
I'm telling you, there is, what struck me in that whole thing was the power to silence. The guy that hired him didn't know that he was such a strong believer in God's word and how he called him to walk that line. And there is such a power to quiet. I just want to, when you were saying that, I'm like, I could walk away. It's not our gut instinct to do that. Okay, so now back to the kid here. Okay, you know what? You've got some ideas and some choices there. Good luck. Let me know how this works out. I'm definitely interested. So we'll talk. If we don't talk tomorrow, we'll talk in a couple days. Good luck. Now, on my unspoken words, what have I just said to him?
Figure it out.
Yeah. Does he think I believe he'll be able to figure it out? That is a huge thing. More than anything, it's saying you can't. I think you'll figure it out. Now, he goes through a couple of days and it's not getting better. Think he's going to come back and tell me? Of course. When he comes back.
Okay, you gave that out, okay.
Okay, so now I'll say, oh man, this just isn't going well. And now we look at some other options. So now you can be, let's say it's a week later, and now you're coming to me, and this time you say, I have no idea what to do anymore. So you just told me again, and I say, oh my gosh, Alexander, that is really a bummer for you. What do you think you can do now?
Do what Daddy says and punch him in the stomach.
And how would that work?
That wouldn't work.
Okay. What do you think you can do? And now you're going to be the kid that says, I don't know.
I
it's really tough to have a problem and not know what to do, isn't it? Would you like some ideas?
You are, that is so extreme, honestly. It's so passively extreme from, and I'm only saying this as a guy.
Right.
When I had babies, there's like a light switch that went on inside of me about protection of your
Papa
kids. The
Yeah.
Papa Bear thing,
Yeah.
it just went on.
Because mother bears don't exist.
I mean, to me, it's like, it sounds soft and tender.
It just looks different.
It sounds soft and tender, but I mean, am I honest? I'm just being dead honest with you.
Good,
I would not, I'm gonna try.
And this isn't even a girl.
right.
Yeah.
Okay, for Alexa,
Okay, well,
going
Ellen,
up to the school today.
yeah, I will be going to, well, listen.
Alexa would not even
Yeah,
bring
she
this
wouldn't
home.
even- no.
She would have pushed him down.
I'd say, yeah, she'd say, yeah, she'd say, I'll take my time at the principal's office, I like that.
What are you gonna do about this, Alexa? I already did.
I understand his issue with it is, okay, one for a guy, getting people solves problems, it really does. Now, when I first moved up here, I was a loudmouth white boy from the south who was going to an almost inner city school. So, when I got picked on, I decided, okay, blooded the guy's nose, took my 3-day suspension, came back, they left me alone.
Right.
And you were small to top it off.
Yeah, and I was small, so I was an easy target. But you know what? For me, it
Only
solved the
once,
problem.
only
So
once.
if my son were to come and say, okay, these people are making fun of me, okay, I tried the other route, walk away. They keep following him, tell the teacher. That doesn't help. Okay, there's your option.
But see, let me just kind of just chime on this because I think this is key. Because having lived in that situation, that's how I would have reacted. And only in this suburban area would I even consider what you're talking about.
I hear you.
But that's because they also take it more seriously here. I mean, you turn around and deck somebody,
Right,
you
yeah.
are in a whole load of trouble. Custer High School, it's a fight. Big deal. You're both you're gonna be suspended for 3 days, and that's the end of it.
But I want you to be able to kind of guide me because I'm fighting with
I know,
the
I
reality of what I grew in. So
And you know what, and one of the things I really love about this group, and you in particular, is your honesty there. But we said way back in week 1, this is not about making your kid be different. This is about you changing
yes,
you.
me and my
And God says to us, I want to draw you, I want you to grow in my walk. And you, I love the eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth thing, but I think there are too many other scriptures that outweigh that if you're going to put it in a balance that talks about being discerning, being wise, and being kind, and loving and turning the other cheek. Now, just be this kid with me for a little bit, and then we're going to have 2 quick videos, and I have to go. So,
I don't know what to do, Mom. They keep doing it.
I know, it's really tough, and it's tough not to know what to do. Would you like some ideas? Would you like to hear what other kids are doing?
Yeah.
Okay, some kids would do exactly what your dad said. Go up, haul off, and level them in the stomach. How would that work for you?
That's an option, but probably not a good one.
Okay. What might happen, the effect there would be a little bit of time in the principal's office or possibly a suspension. How would that work for you?
No, I don't want that.
You don't like that, okay, but that is an option. Okay, well, some kids would continue to just get up and turn around and walk away. How would that work?
What did you say?
Some kids would continue to just get up and walk away. How would that work?
Well, I could just keep doing it.
Right. Some kids would find if I felt I had to say something, would have something to say that would kind of get their attention and diffuse the whole thing. Like, do you like Hot Fudge Sundays? I do. And then turn around and walk away. How would that work?
Yes, I could.
Something really inane. Now, I tell you that because there was a woman, 4th grade teacher, who said, I want to prepare my class to fight bullies. Because it's happening. It's in the schools, it's all over, even nice kids are bullies sometimes. And so every day she had her kids do something different. One day she said, everybody stand up, and now throw your head, turn around, and walk to the other side of the room. And they're looking at her like, what? She goes, that's one of the things you can do if someone does something mean to you. Another day it was like, do you know that banana splits are really good, and then turn around and walk away. She said, now, I want you to get up, and you and you and you are the playground supervisors. Go stand in 3 different places. Someone's picking on me, I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna go stand by them. Well, am I gonna tell them anything? They'll think, no, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna stand by them. You think they'll come up and still be picking on you if you're standing near the supervisor? Oh, probably not. So I may give them, say, would you like to practice some techniques that you could use that might, keep them away? Now, I'm giving you the best of my options. Good luck. Keep trying, because the idea is that I'm going to go back in there. And then, when it's not an issue, when we're snuggling some night or riding in the car to a game, I'm going to say, I just want to talk to you. The easy thing to do is to haul off and do something. And I'm not saying that I might not do that. But I'm free to make any choice I want. I'm not free to choose the consequences. So all I want you to understand, buddy, is that whatever choice you make, there is going to be a consequence, good or bad. And you don't always get to choose that. So I'm behind you 100%. If you want to slug that guy and you're suspended for 3 days, I still love you.
So it's not just a power booster, it's a confidence thing for them. It's a healthy confidence thing.
It's saying to them, you can solve this. Our little Patty boy is, he's just a pickable target. He's 10, and he has a kid in this class right now, Daniel. And Erin has been on field trips, and she said, I knew it was bad. And Patty's little buddy from first grade, actually preschool on, is moving to Boston, and his mom said, he really sticks up for Patty, and he said, he cries on Friday, and he said, who will stand up for Patty when I'm not here? Isn't
Wow.
that sweet? I know. And at any rate, but Erin has not, she's tried really hard not to intervene. And she said, Patty, there are going to be people like this in your life forever. Either you figure out how to manage them or not. And this little kid is so incredibly stoic. I can't even tell you. I'm so proud of him, but it's not easy. And he's not a hitter. He's not a fighter. His dad isn't. That would definitely not work. His mother might haul off and slug him, but that's another story.
What my father taught me was taking every available option after that. If
Right.
you walk away, they keep following you.
Right.
Or like you go to a teacher and they're waiting for you the second you walk away.
Right. Right. I
And,
hear
and these are the very few ones you deal with. But there's some that the only way they'll understand is if you
Right.
make it worth their while to leave you alone.
Right, exactly. So at any rate, you get the feel here of how you're going to go about this. It's an approach to problem solving. It's helping them see all the other options first.
Which should be taken into account. Not
Absolutely.
the first one's not to hit somebody,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah.
I'm just surprised that the teachers aren't more proactive about it.
You know what, I'm
Yeah,
going to tell you as a
that's
teacher
super
and as a
nice.
guidance
Shane's
counselor.
teacher is, because he was just pushed the other day.
What?
Shane told me that as they're getting lined up to go to the buses, so-and-so pushed them in line, so tomorrow he has to serve time with the principal. The teacher saw it.
We got this,
and
we
she
got
took
this, we got
action.
this.
Yeah. Okay, I mean, I want you to keep talking about this and pass this book around. This is a great little
9
one,
minutes was it was.
helping kids learn about empathy. So I'll just pass that around.